Hello, everyone. This is MMA Interesting Prospects podcast. Today, our guest is Manuel Del Valle, who will fight on Cage Warriors 183, March 8th. Hello, Manuel. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you. I just came home from training. I'm very grateful that you invite me to have a talk with you now.
And in about 4 weeks, you will have a quite interesting fight. Your opponent will be Marco Doda, the fighter who definitely likes to finish the fights because he's got only finishes on his record. But if you can tell me, did you have any chance to watch any of his fights, and what do you think about him as the opponent?
Yes, we and my team we have been looking for his last fights. Different. He have fought also in grappling and in different things, and we have saw that he's a guy that is always looking for the finish. That is a strong guy and can be a very good opponent. And I think that is a very good matchup because I always like him trying to look for the finish. And I know that both of us we are going to try to finish the fight soon as possible or when we have the opportunity.
And actually, it will be your second fight in Italy on the,
Yes.
let's say, enemy territory, because you will fight against Italian fighter.
Yes, but all during my world career, I have been always fighting in enemy territory because my first fight was in Finland versus a Finnish guy. Well, my second professional fight was here in Spain, in my cities, in my hometown. The only fight that I have made here. The next one was in Manchester versus a Polish guy, but he's a guy that is based there. And the last one was in Italy versus an Italian guy. So for me, it's like a normal situation. Like in my amateur career, also I have been always fighting outside my home or outside my country. So for me, it's natural to fight in this situation.
And in your last fight against Sergio Cavinelli, you actually
Yes.
looked like the professor because you took him on the ground, submit quite quickly, and I think that it was like all the fighters want this kind of fights.
Yes. Was more easy than we have that we have thought about it, because I thought that it's going to be more hard because he's have knockout power, and also uh, I thought that also he have very good defense in wrestling because I was trying like 2 minutes trying to throw him down, and I throw him down, but a second after he was going up, so it was difficult to control him, and so it was more easy that what I thought, but it was a good fight. I'm happy because it ended soon and no and in a good way, like with my favorite submission, that is Anaconda.
And actually, you have this kind of very interesting heavy grappling style, but it's not like some fans don't like grappling because they like think about just lay and pray. And you have
Yes.
this kind of style that you are taking people on the ground, looking for the finish, ground and pound, or going
Yes.
for submission. And I think that this style actually in the Cage Warriors, it is the style that can give you many victories.
Yes. I think that mm, every fighter have to be like that. Like we are professional fighters, and also that we are professional, we are for entertain the people. Like we are the modern gladiators. People go to the arena to see people fighting, and they want blood or they want knockouts. They want uh, spectacle, like a big show. So if you make a boring fight, like you make a takedown and you only control, or you fight in the distance, people, I think that they wouldn't like it. Like they won't go there to see a war. So when I'm fighting, I want to give a war to the people because I want that they are paying for that. So that's the reason that I fight in that way.
And do you have more fights on the contract with Cage Warriors?
Yes, I signed 5 fights. I have made 2. The next one is going to be the third one, and I still having 2 more.
Because with the another win, I think that you should be like considered as the one of the guys going for the title shot actually.
Yes, I hope that yes. If I win the next fight and I finish the fight, I hope that they give me the opportunity for fight for the title. And if they consider that I need another one, I will do it. But I hope that they give me this year the opportunity for the title. And also another thing that I want is that if it's possible and we can talk about it, that Cage Warrior comes to Spain, because I think that right now Spain is a good market with so much talent here. It's a start, and people are starting to see that. So I want that Cage Warrior came here and give not only to me, to many guys that are here, the opportunity to fight in that promotion, because for me is the biggest promotion in Europe. Like it's like in English I don't want to say this word, cantera, like the high school before the UFC. We can say in other way, like if you make it well in Cage Warrior, you have so much possibility to end in UFC, and UFC I think that is the dream for so much fighters.
Yes, and this kind of scenario, you would fight in your like hometown or at
Yes,
least
yes, yes,
the
yes,
country finally.
yes, and also yes, fighting here in Spain, having the support of Spain people, and also if in my city of my family and those things, that give you a point more. Like you feel the support of the people, the energy that if they are giving to you inside the cage, that you will win for sure if you have that always.
And was it because you have this kind of heavy wrestling style, let's say, but was it a wrestling that like first combat that you ever trained?
No, I have starting in MMA. I started in the team that I'm right now, that is Sevilla Fight Center. I started their training and doing MMA, and that's all. I in the beginning I was doing more grappling and wrestling, but I started doing MMA.
And how old were you?
When I started, I was 20 years old. I started in 2017 to train.
So it's kind of crazy because it wasn't a long time ago, and you have like over 20 amateur bouts. You have a
Yeah.
few pro fights. So I think that you are like have to be like super fast learner.
More than that, I was always in the gym. Like I have been spending my whole time inside the gym. I still make doing the same. Like I live in the gym. For example, today I just 1 hour ago I just arrived from the gym. Like today we have open mat, and we have been the whole morning rolling and those things. And so I live in the gym. For me, the I don't see a day without going to the gym, or if I don't go to a gym, calling a partner or a friend and doing some pads or doing something. Like right now, my life is 24/7 MMA, like focusing my professional career and trying to get the chance for fight for the Cage Warrior belt.
And in your current team, Sevilla Fight Center,
Yes.
do you have fighters like you, maybe prospects on the amateur level or early pro that in a few years that you can think that they can go to the UFC or fighting in some other big promotions?
I think that yes, right now in active we are 2 professionals, me and David. That is another teammate that is fighting in 2 weeks in Liverpool, in one in Kingdom. That is a regional event of England, and there are like 20 or 25 guys in amateur. Like that in the next year for sure, that 3 or 4 guys are going to pro, because they have experience in IMAF, in national championship. They are also we also my my coach make contacts in England, so we are going usually to there to fight in amateur the guys and all those things. So they are having so much experience. So in the next 2-3 years, I think that we are going to have a big professional team. Like we can be like 10 or 15 professional fighters inside the gym. And in the past, because I'm the first one of this generation, but before me was another generation that many of them now are dads or they are working or they have another more things more important than still training, that many of them become professional at those things. So like the oldest still inside the mats and helping us to still growing. So we have a good team. Thanks to God, we have a good team and with good people. That is the more important things. And also is like we are a little family. We are always together, all of us. For example, one guy fight here, for example, in Seville or near to Orthon, and many of us will go in there to support him. So we are a family more than a team.
And actually, when I checked your topology record, I saw that your first amateur fight was in the Gibraltar. So it's like probably not many fights it's happening there.
That night, there was like in Seville, is starting to have fights the last 2 or 3 years. Before there was so much kickboxing and boxing. There we have fight of like that. But in MMA, if you wanted to fight, you can. We have that event, and maybe you can go to Madrid or to the islands, to Canary Islands, that they have so much event, or you have to wait to the regionals or the national championships. But that's all the thing that at the beginning of my career, that was all. Right now, you have events, world weekends. For example, next week, the guys, so like 8 guys of our team are fighting here in Seville in a regional event. Next week, my coach is going to England with one guy in amateur and another one in professional. That the next one is going to England again with 2 guys, no, with 2 or 3. I think that not with 2 guys. One of my coaches is going with 2 guys to England, and the other one is going to Barcelona to another event. And the next one is my fight. The next week, I think that there is another event in Madrid that is going another guy. So we are all weeks, we have something. The past week, we have the regional grappling tournament and a boxing event. So we're always fighting, always fighting. So we try to still active. And right now we have so much opportunity. When I started, there wasn't this kind of opportunities.
Yeah, so this was the reason why you make your like pro debut in Finland.
No, I have the opportunities to fight here in Spain, but I have Spain my not my world career, but part of my career in amateur fighting outside. Like I wanted like also I signed with a manager that is NPM management. So he offered me before that he offered me a contract with Hexagon. I don't know if you know that promotion is French promotion. They didn't give me any fights, or the fight that they give me when they like the opponent don't wanted to fight me because they say that I have so much experience in amateur, or they give me guys with so much experience, so it was not possible to close a fair fight. They call us and tell us, you want to go to Finland, you have this guy, it's a good opportunity. That's the reason that I make my debut in Finland, because I wanted to start to pro. I decided to start my pro career in February of 2023, and I make my debut in November. So it was like 8 months waiting, and we saw that opportunity and say, okay, go there and go for the victory. And the victory came with us. So that's all.
But probably it's also like cool experience to go somewhere else
Oh,
with to other country and can like fight in the like even the enemy territory that you don't have like many fans with you.
but I don't care. Like I like to have the support of the people, but for me, it's natural to don't feel the support. Like, and also I take it like a work. So I don't have to care if the people are going to be supporting me or supporting him. I don't care about that because when we are inside the cage, it's him and me only. Like I have said before, you feel the energy of the people and those things. But for example, if people are buffering me, I don't care. Like I'm so much concentrate. The negative things, like I let him out. I only take the positive things inside me. So I don't care like if people are supporting me or not supporting me. uh, Having my coach or my coach in my corner and Jose, that is another teammate that like is also my coach for me. Like having them in the corner, I know that everything is going to be well. If and I have to win, I will win. If I have to lose, I will lose. So that's all. So I don't care if I'm going outside or fighting home. I'm going to do my work. That I mean, my work is fight. So that's all.
And lately you had like opportunity to train with Charles Oliveira.
Yes. The past summer, I one close friend that have a YouTube channel here in Spain have contact with guys from the Chute box, and I talked to him that I wanted to go on that, and he talked to them and say us that we can go there and train there and see how the team is working. And I have been there and was an amazing experience. Charles is an amazing person. Really, is one more inside the gym. He have like his status, but if you have any question to him, you can ask him, and he will explain to you. So and also know all him, like all the Chute box. Is I have feel like in home because the way of working is so similar to the way that I work with my team. They are like all a big family. They are always all supporting all. So it was an amazing experience, and also I have tested my level with guys, with top guys. Like there are like 15 guys. No, I think that 12 or 13 guys fighting in UFC, and so much of them close of my weight, like fighting in my weight or in lightweight or in middleweight. So I could test my level with with high level pro fighters.
And it probably is also good, like for even for your like mentality to go out of your comfort zone to other like country, continent,
Yes, yes,
like train with actually
yes,
the best people in the world.
yes. Of course, that for my mental part, and also for I have learned so much from them, like the way that they take the fights, and in the mental aspect, like how they take the fight and take the trainings and those things. So it I wanted that was more time. I hope that this year I can go there and spend more time because it's mm, like you grow as professional so much. Like it's like you make because when you fight, you like I will in my next fight and then past when I start all training again, I always feel after I fight, I always feel like I have grown as fighter. But there in the Chute box, I have feel like I have made 2 or 3 fights, like because all training was like yeah, you know the Chute box is famous for sparring, so the sparring was like fighters, and you grow so much there. So inside fighting with those guys that are all lions that want to put your head off, you grow so much.
And when do you think UFC will like finally put a show in Spain?
I don't know. I'm right now. I'm not. I think I saw that Dana said in the past event that this year they want to go, and if they are coming, it's going to be in a stadium. If they come on this year, I will be so happy because UFC, that is the biggest promotion, is coming to Spain and is going to have an eye in the Spanish fighters, because if they are coming here, they will need more Spanish fighters, and I will be happy because the sport will grow so much here in Spain. It's going to be good for us. But talking in the side that have talking about me and UFC, I'm not thinking so much about that, because I concentrate in my career in Cage Warriors, and I want to be first the best one inside Cage Warriors, and be the champ in the promotion and all those things before thinking in me going to a UFC. The first thing that I have right now in my mind, the first objective is be welterweight champs in Cage Warrior and try to the promotion come here to Spain. Are the two things that I'm really focused right now, and I will try to do all the things that are in my hand to make those things happen.
But I think that in the end, Ilya, because he defeated like Alex, Max,
Yes.
he will fight. He will fight probably also soon. I think that is like a perfect moment because he's like probably one of the main stars in the UFC right now.
Yes. But if the thing that I think, for example, if UFC is coming to Spain and Ilya is fighting, have to be a pay-per-view event, and all the pay-per-view events are sealed, so there is no chance and I'm not see the way that Ilya is going to fight in a fight night. I'm not seeing Ilya fighting in a fight night. So that's the reason that I don't see clearly if UFC is coming this year to Spain. You know what I say? So if it comes, I will be so happy. The only way that I see that is coming to Spain is if Ilya move up a weight class, not fighting Islam and fight another guy, and maybe can come to Spain UFC like a fight night with Ilya, with Joel, Danny, with Alex that is debuting this weekend. But with a pay-per-view event, I see it so difficult, because in Europe they have England and French. I don't see a space to put another one. Maybe if they don't do the event in July that always do in England, maybe can give that event to Spain. But I think that right now it's difficult, because find arena for UFC is not easy. So that's the reason that I think it's going to be difficult. I hope that this year come, but if not coming this year, I think that the next year will come for sure, because I need that they need so much time for putting order all things.
And overall, do you like watch UFC fights from the welterweight division or overall?
I see the world event. For example, today I will see the world event, and also I only don't see UFC. I fan of Octagon. I fan of Ares. I fan of Brave. Like so much Brave. So I'm always watching MMA. Always. I'm a big fan of the sport. I started training and started watching fight the whole time. So it's my favorite hobby, you can say, watch fight. And also when I come Monday to the gym, I talk with some in the gym. There are like 3 or 4 guys that are like me, and when we arrive to a gym, we are talking always about the fights, or so many times we meet together and see the events and all those things.
And for now, who is your favorite fighter to watch?
Right now, I'm a very big fan of Joel Alvarez, that is from Spain, and right now he's like my role model. But I also so much Carlos Prates. I love to watch him fight. Carlos Prates, Paul Hughes, that is fighting in PFL. I love him to fight. His boxing style is amazing. Charles Oliveira, of course, is my favorite fighter. I like so much the Dagestan guys, like Islam, Umar, and those things. The people say that have a boring style, but I see the beauty in his style. But right now, the guys that I'm following more, I think that can be Joel, Rachmanov, Prates, well, the whole team of Fighting Nerds, I think, because I like his style, like how they control the distance. But I think that can be the three guys: Carlos Prates, Rachmanov, and Joel Alvarez.
And actually, Joel Alvarez is one of the most exciting fighters because he's he. I don't think that he won ever by decision. It's all like finishes.
Yeah, all his win came by finishes. I think that is the dark horse of the division. I think that he is a guy that can put in a problem as so many guys in that division, and I think that he will show it soon that he can be a contender. I think that this year he will become a contender. He will be if he is active, he will be a top 5 for sure.
Yes, and actually, I think that he has like he has like a fight booked against Benoit Saint Denis, but unfortunately Benoit like lost his last 2 fights, so it probably can be also a tough night for him.
Yes. It's not official. I think that right now it's not official. It's only that Benoit said in his podcast, but I think that Benoit will have a surprise because I have trained with Joel and I have saw him and he's so tall. He's and so big for the division. He have very good control of the distance. Right now, he's so mature fighter. Like he's right now 31 years old. Like he's in the peak of his career, and right now I don't see anyone winning him. Like when you saw him fighting, for example, he make whatever he want with Drakkar Klose, the last fight. So right now, and also Benoit, we have to see how he's coming up to lost is difficult for the mind and those things. So I see the chance. I think that it's an easy fight right now for Joel. Maybe 1 or 2 years ago, I don't see it like that, but right now I see an easy fight for Joel.
Yes, and with him you can like book so many fun matchups, like maybe against Dan Hooker or Justin Gaethje. It would be like crazy kind of fights.
Wow. With Dan Hook, I think that is going to be a war. That two guys that are all time going going to
Forward.
the front, like forward. Yes, going forward. I think that if they two meet in a cage, it's going to be a bloody night. Like they will be covered full of blood, both of them.
Okay, Manuel. So many thanks for the time and for the conversation. I think that your next opponent is a quite interesting challenge, but I think that with a win you will establish yourself as the one of the best welterweight in the promotion, and hopefully this year you will get a title shot.
Oh, we hope the same. Thanks. I hope the same, bro. I know that it's going to be a difficult night in the 8th of March because he's a tough guy with knockout power and also have good grappling. But I will do all it in my hands for give another win to Spain and become a contender for the title. And if Cage Warriors it, give me the opportunity for fight for that title.